Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Everybody in the house. Everybody in the house tonight. Is that how that song goes? What's going on, John Tripp? Let's see. Let me fix this thing real quick. I don't know what I'm talking about because you can't see it. So many good, lovely people here this morning. Hello. I'm going to say hi to all of you. Let's start with Not Yet Played. Welcome back, Not Yet Played. Good to see you. Welcome. Like that. What is that? Drinking coffee. I don't know, but I like it. Ripley Anna, welcome. Glad you're here. Haplo, hi. Oh, look at this one. This coffee. That's cute. John Tripp, hello, hello. What up? Indeed. How's everybody doing? It took 2 hours to drive to work. Why did you do that? Why'd you take 2 hours to drive to work? You know, something was off today. I don't know what was. So everybody, just to know, we live off of a very frustrating highway called Highway 30 that is perpetually under construction. But the town I live in, there is like an alternate highway that's really meant for the people that live in the town. But when there's traffic or a crash or construction or something going on Highway 30, everybody else that drives on Highway 30 to get to Dallas and wherever else, like, we're going to invade this town and drive on Highway 66, which inevitably clogs it up for everybody. Deal with your own problems. Don't use my highway. So I'm assuming something was going on Highway 30 that, yes, it took 1 hour to leave the county I live in. Something had been going on Highway 30 that forced people to use 66, whatnot. I don't know, because it took me a really long time to take Jane to school this morning because of all that nonsense. You failed to invade? Well, thank you. Thanks for not invading. Hi, everybody. That was a fun little story. Fun little rant about the state of traffic. Fortunately, well, it wasn't a problem until school started, so I don't know what's going to happen. Convoluted entropy. Oops, I just dropped my ice cube. I was gonna dab for you. Y'all seen these? This is an ice cube. It's a Nido.
Yeah, I got you. I got this on camera.
Cosmic Beat. Glad you're here. Have y'all seen these? This is a Nido. Very, you know, the squishies all have a various firmness level. This one's pretty firm, as you can see. And my daughters actually will put it in the freezer, and this becomes basically a giant ice cube, and you can throw it at people. It is pretty neato. Let's see. Hey, my blue heather, welcome. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. I hope you thank me. I gave you a second chance card in Flip 7. I looked at everybody else, was like, my blue heather deserves it more than everybody. Now I might not say that in a little bit if you start winning. I might regret it, but as of now, I gave you a second chance card because I already had one. Otherwise, I would have taken it. Is that a gelatinous cube? I guess it could be. They make them in different colors. I've seen a purple one. That'd be cool if they had a green one, though. How's everybody doing today? Can you believe we're in year 3 of Mythwind? I really hope we're in year 3 because if not, I've done horrible math. I'm gonna drink some coffee from my best dad ever mug. Ooh, it's hot. Oh yeah, that needs some more time to cool off. It is in a insulated mug after all. This is weird streaming on a Thursday, huh? Wait, but mine says best dad ever. What's going on? Maybe there's one per state. One per state? Can I? Mine's best dad ever. No, it's just period. So I don't know. You know, Let's see. Hold on a minute. Center Fire Rock says. Wait a second. Hi, Giggles. Welcome. Glad to see you. It's a coup? Let's see. Pretty sure mine says the same thing. Why am I up so early? I was up at 6. Why are you up so early? Aren't you on the Pacific? Yeah. Why are you up so early? I was up at 6 o'clock Central Time. Actually, technically, I was probably up at a little before 5 because we have a dog that insists on being fed. Wendy. Wendy is the dog. Yeah, there you go. What's up with pets doing this? Wendy insists on being fed as early as possible. And so when we refuse to be bullied into getting out of bed, she just like, it literally sounds like she's stomping around on the ground, like she's tap dancing. You hear her nails on the ground, tick, 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 and you hear, huff, 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 tick, 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 flop, 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 tick, 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 huff, huff, and then I'll yell, no! And she gets quiet for about 5 minutes. And then she starts all up again. So no, I didn't get up at 6. I got out of bed at 5:30. My alarm was set for 6. I know that's all fascinating to you. But, you know, kids are off at school. I have the house to myself. And so I'm going to stream. I'm going to stream today. We're new Mythwind. More Mythwind. Duke woke you up at 2:30. Why did Duke do that? What did he want? You don't start till September. You need 30 more minutes of the windy SFR. No! Yeah, the girls started on Monday. Texas likes to get started early, which is really bad for those that like to play outside sports because August is hot. I know, and I don't know what happened. I think what they did to make this okay is I feel like, I don't know, I don't remember. It's been so long since I've been in school. I think the breaks are longer. Because like when I was in school, we didn't have a fall break. We had Thanksgiving break, but we didn't have a full week off in October like the kids do these days. So that's probably part of it. So maybe like some of the vacation days are longer. I don't know. Vacation breaks are longer, but I remember starting after Labor Day. I do. Well, honestly, I don't. I remember my mom saying she remembers when we started to school after Labor Day. Let's see. Your kids start on Tuesday next week. It's not bad. Well, you say you feel like Christmas break is a week shorter now. Maybe. Hey, Great Nero, just subscribe for 6 months. Can you believe 6 months of Pieces and Pixels? What does the future hold? I don't know. But as long as I've got time, as long as I have days available, we will have fun here. Playing games, chatting about school and dog noises and traffic on Interstate 30. Let's see what is convoluted entropy parentheses Krista say. Midwest South seems to run on college time. In the East, we start after Labor Day and have February and April breaks instead of March. Yeah, I remember being in college and getting out like the first week of May and starting the last week of August. That was nice. We have 3 days off in October and only a few days for spring break. You don't have a full week of spring break? What kind of school is that? We, the last 2 years, we have taken our fall breaks in Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Which, no offense to anybody that lives in Oklahoma, never thought that that's where we would vacation to. But Broken Bow is very nice. It's very cozy. It's a nice foresty area with a state park called Beaver's Bend. Not named for the beavers, named after a man named Beaver. Well, his last name was Beaver. So, it's not like I would say, hey, if you're in Pennsylvania, drive all the way to Broken Bow, Oklahoma for a great vacation. No, it's good for us because it's like 2.5 hours away. Anyway. Was the man named after the beaver? Maybe. Justice Beaver? Justin Beaver. Hey, Poison William, good to see you. Glad you made it. 13 Beavers? 13 Beavers Bend? Maybe that's where 13 Beavers was created. Man, what a great game. I would love to play that again sometime soon. We might need a new copy. Ours is getting worn out. Let's see, what was I saying? Jane and maybe even Emma have taken that game to school on a few different occasions. It's been passed around a lot. We've played it so much. I never thought that game would be one of my most played games in my collection, but it is. Great Nero says, I would rather them have longer breaks during school and shorter summer break. Then perhaps they don't get so bored by the end of summer. Or forget what they learned. Yeah. I think it's hard. I think one thing that's a consideration for many is like, because our school district tried to do year-round school where they made the summer shorter and start to incorporate more breaks. But what made it difficult was the full-time parents. So it would, like when a kid had, like when you plan for daycare, you have like a summer to plan for, right? But it doesn't make sense to have daycare like every third week or something like that. So the parents pushed back on that, on having to find childcare during the multiple, more frequent times off, and they abandoned those plans. Ooh, you might have an obscure 90s game to send us. What is it? AB80 is lurking. Well, I'm glad that you're spending your second day back at school with us, with me, well, and the chat. Our girls started on Monday, so I get it. Welcome back to school. Duck and Cover. Is that the one? I think I played that at BGG-Con. Let me look this up. Duck and Cover game. Yep. Played that at BGG-Con. That was a lot of fun. A 20 minutes goofy game which you're trying to have the less water around your bathtub. I enjoyed that. Let's see. You don't want it to be a surprise? I mean, I do like surprises. Let's see. Let me it's got up. You can blame me. Yeah, I'll take the blame. That's fine. statting here instead of doing morning turns. That's fine. I'll take the blame. Speaking of 90s games, I just picked up Master Labyrinth and hope to play that soon. Still unpunched. Incredible. Would you find that like a thrift store or something? In Arizona, they went back to school 2 weeks ago, like the 1st of August. Wow, that's early. Hello, True Ichiban. Welcome. Welcome. Glad you're here. Ooh, I'm going to look this up. Copy text. Gonna paste it. Should we look at this together? Oh my goodness. Yes, we should. One moment, please. Chrome. All right. Now check out this game. Double Dog Dare. This is by Fundamental Games. Guys, this is a limited edition 120 card complete set. Trading card game. Tuck box and everything. Let's see what it says. Double Dog Dare is a card game in which players draw and play cards to summon fantasy monsters to fight each other. The game's combat mechanic is based on an elemental rock, paper, scissors cycle. Fire trumps earth, which trumps air, and air is superior to water, which trumps trump, which overwhelms fire. Two monsters of equal power would resolve the battle based on their elements. However, defeat a much weaker opponent that is of a superior element. Interesting. The game ends when one player has no more cards in hand or in front of them. The winner of the game is the other player. Let's look at some of these cards. Oh, is that a genie? Love it. Now look at a little diagram that says who beats what. That is super helpful. Awesome. Let's read some reviews. I think someone said something. Hold on. I can't see. Let's see. Got it off of Whatnot. Okay. Is the cover art supposed to be like Double Dragon? Maybe. I don't know what that is. Let's read some reviews. Oops, let me clear this so y'all can see better. Sweep. Oh, wrong one. Oh, it's a Nintendo game? No ratings. Oh, man. There's one rating, and they didn't leave a comment. It's one of my favorite things about looking at some of these older games is reading comments of like, there's no agency here. It's all luck. This is just a roll and move. Yeah. You're right. There are other games you can play if it makes you that mad. Anyway. Well, cool. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That's crazy. Let me clear all this stuff. There we go. Double Dragon was an arcade as well. It was a phenomenon. Twitch tunnel, yes. Oh, I must have missed it. I didn't spend a lot of time in the arcade beyond like Chuck E. Cheese and the arcades at like miniature golf places where you win tickets and stuff. I was the kid that was like, if the game doesn't give me tickets, I'm not going to play it. That's all I cared about. I do know what an arcade is. I've seen Stranger Things. Just kidding. Remember Tilt at the malls? You guys have a Tilt? You got a signed copy for donating during a fundraiser, so once I get it, then I'll send it off to you. Wow, that's so nice. Thank you. And we'll be happy to play it on stream. What about the Double Dragon? What about Double Dare? Oh, Double Dog Dare. At first, I thought it might be like a Christmas Story game. I didn't think that. Hey, guys. The Tilt of the basement at West End Market. Yes, dude. I went there. I remember that. I remember very vividly going there. I was with some friends, and it was like a big group of friends and like their family members. I remember being very bored and them thinking like there was something wrong with me. Like they thought I was sad about something or mad or angry. And then the last stop on our day was at that arcade, and I was like, "Oh right, this is fun." I like opened up and had a bunch of fun, and it was funny. So that's how vivid of memory I was. Tilt. So I thought it was spelled Tilt, but it's an arcade. It's just an arcade. Anyway. Let me fix some of these things. So I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, so let's talk about weekend plans. What's everybody? Anybody have any weekend plans? '90s Spencer just came out of hibernation. That dude. Yes. Hold on. Let me look it up. Yeah, it's spelled Tilt. Unless they spelled it differently for that location, but Tilt is other locations. Yeah, Tilt, this is what I thought. Tilt is tilting pinball. I'm wearing a Tilt Amusement Scorekeeper t-shirt right now. Wow, that's what a coincidence. My Blue Heather says board game cafe this weekend. That's so lovely. I wish we had, well, I don't know. I say that I wish we had a board game cafe locally. I don't think I would go. We had one, and it has since merged. It's called Nerdvana. They had one that was a cafe, and that was all tabletop, and then they had a restaurant that was video games. You can play video games, various systems while you eat. And then they merged them, so they're all one. But like we went to the cafe one time, and they have a decent collection of games. But I was just sitting there thinking, like, we drove really far to go to this board game cafe to play games, but we have like over 100 games at our house. So why are we doing this? But I could see, especially for people that don't have a lot of games, it'd be being a great place to go, to chill, or if like you want to meet some new people, but you're not comfortable meeting them at your house. It's just a really great neutral territory to play board games. Hey, cafe, that is me. Oh, guys, I can't believe I never told you this. I keep forgetting to tell you guys this story. And I'm glad you just reminded me, cafe. Thank you. It is good for the table space. And that's what makes it, I'll come back to that. That's what makes it worth it, is if they have some kind of special, like, coffee or tea. If it's a place that, if you're gonna go to a cafe and like have a nice cup of tea or cup of coffee, great. But then if they've got board games, even better. So if that's the selling point, I'm all in. But there's not anything like that locally. So, okay, back to this. So, when we went on our trip on our cruise, there were a couple, you get off at various places. We got off at Costa Maya, which is a little made-up port beside a town called Mahahul. I think that's what it was called, Mahahul. And that's where we got some souvenirs. Ton of shops along the beachway. They're all trying to get your attention. Hey, come over here. I got a shot of tequila or all this stuff. They're trying to get your attention. And two separate shops along this stretch of beach, separate from each other, both try to get my attention by saying, "Hey, Mr. Whiskers, come over here. Come see what we have here. Mr. Whiskers, come here." And I thought that was very hilarious. So, oh, that must be like a regional thing here in this town. And then the next 2 days later, we went to Cozumel. And I was doing a little bit of shopping. And in another town there, dude said, "Hey, Mr. Whiskers, come over here." So I'm Mr. Whiskers, which I like it. I like the name. So please feel free to call me Mr. Whiskers. I answer to that. Mr. Whiskers sounds like one of Gail's cats on Bob's Burgers. I never watched that show. I did watch Central Park. Did y'all watch that? That was a fun little musical show. Formerly Senor Whiskers. You can say in the chat on the games we played, Mr. Whiskers, it's your turn. Let's see. Let me go back. I missed some. There you go. John Tripp says tilt is when you order an arcade from Temu. Poison Williams says Pinball Alley at Grand Con kept calling my name, but I resisted. I was there for the board games. Dang it. Have y'all played the Super Skill Pinball Roll and Write game? I tried to play it. I think for my brain, it was too convoluted. Convoluted entropy. But I know a lot of people like it. Mountain bike race this weekend for my son. So short road trip. Nice. Is mountain biking a family affair now? Chill and relaxing. Nice. At the cafe. I'm playing the next to last year in Kingdom Death Monster on stream on Sat. You stream? Do we follow you? I'm gonna have to see. Let's see. Twitch. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Oh, it's on a different stream. Okay. Okay. Well, feel free to post a link to it in the shameless plug section of the Discord so that we all know where to come find you. It felt like pinball. Yeah, I just wanted to shoot the ball. I didn't want to do math of like adding the numbers to make it go one way or another way. I do need there you go. I need a medium skill pinball. Let's see. Next weekend, we're playing games with All Play Team in a cave that uses... That's one of the coolest things I ever learned about All Play, that they have their business is run out of a cave. So you're lucky. I'm jealous that you are so close to them. They're great people from All Play. Really love that company. I miss collaborating with them because I did it a lot previously. Okay. Kit Kat says we do our Monday gaming nights at a local game cafe, Mox Boarding House. Nice. Yeah, that's true. There's something really nice about having to do anything but walk in, set up, play, put away, and leave. Like, you don't have to clean your house. You don't have to host. Someone else is doing the hosting. Okay, all right. You're starting to sell me on it more. You were in Costa Maya in January? Was it cold? Probably not. Yeah. If you see me randomly in public, call me out. Call out to me as Mr. Whiskers. We are all biking, yes, but my son is on the high school team. That's so crazy. Saturn V, can you imagine a mountain biking team on high school, at the high school? That's pretty cool. Where have you been? Playing board games in a cave? Nice. Great group of people. There's an entire cave system here in Kansas City area that companies use. It's pretty awesome. Well, that is cool. What a great way to use nature instead of building a building, you know? There's already a building there. It's in the ground. Like a Jamaican bobsled team. Okay. So we're going to be, in just a bit, jumping into what I think... I'm pretty sure it's year 3. Year 3 of Mythwind. And we're switching characters to this guy. This is the Ranger. And we need a name for the Ranger. But I'm going to leave that up to the winner of Battle Royal. Didn't have the mountain biking team in high school, but glad I get to ride with them now. That's really cool. Really cool. All right. We're going to do a Battle Royal. Oh, you think we should name him Mr. Whiskers? Ranger Whiskers? All right. Here's what I'm going to do. He does have a beard. That's right. I'm going to do about... This is how we named the last character. The winner of the Battle Royale I got to pick. So, I'm going to leave it up. The winner of the Battle Royale can choose to name him Mr. Whiskers or can come up with something else. I'll leave it up to them. So here we go. Battle Royale time. Battle Royale.
And his name is John Stamos!
John Stamos. I love it. Exclamation join, everybody, for your chance to win the Battle Royale and name the Ranger. Ranger, 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 Ranger show. All right, we got 9 joining. Anybody else want to join? You got a few more seconds to join the fun, and then we'll get started. There we go. All right, we got a good 10. Let's get started. Not yet played in. AB80 join. Great. All right, we're gonna do. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, battle! Who is the first one to die? It is Cosmic Beat was the first one to die, followed very quickly by Ripley Anna, My Blue Heather, Poison William, and AB80. Brandon's here. Welcome, Brandon. Glad you're here. Great Nero, Brandon, Kitty Cat, 2 Kitty Cats. Convoluted Entropy. This is for Stamos. You're dead. You can't say anything when you're dead. You've been here the whole time? Awesome. Well, glad to see you fight and die. Just give up already. It's Kitty Cat versus Kitty Cat. I wonder who's going to win. It's Kitty Cat. Very nice. The old double fighter routine. 5 knockouts. Very impressive. That's got to be very close to a record. You could deserve one of these. Oh, you guys want to go again? All right. What? First of all, what is your name? You want to name him Mr. Whiskers? Is that what you picked? Seemed like you were pretty in favor of that. Ranger Whiskers. Okay. Okay. All right, let's do one more Battle Royal, and then we'll get into the legend of Ranger Whiskers. Here we go. Finishing. It's my last sip of coffee. It's pretty good. French vanilla flavored coffee from Aldi. I'm gonna join this time. All right, I'm gonna start it in 3, 2, 1, go! Your never works on YouTube? That's weird. That's weird. Why would that be a thing? It should. If someone else is working on YouTube, it should work on YouTube. That's so bizarre. Stamos! You're dead. You can't talk when you're dead. When will you learn? When will you learn? Not yet played. Not yet played. And John Tripp. John Tripp stuck. I wonder if they won't allow. I wonder if it doesn't allow the exact same name. Because, like you notice, Kitty Cat is a little bit different. I wonder if that has something to do with it. You're too powerful. That was an exciting last few seconds with y'all stuck in two different areas of the map. Not yet played for the win. Oops, wrong one. Good job. You were alive when you were done. Yeah, I don't know. Well, thanks everybody. Dang glue traps. Keep it for all right. That was fun. Okay, let me get the music back going. Going back. I'm gonna start it over. This is No, that's not the one I want. I want the one titled Slaps. Because that one's a little bit more cozy. You missed it, Ichiban! I'm so sorry. Well, I guarantee you, if you watch Pieces and Pixels long enough, you'll be having another opportunity. Bye, John Tripp. Thanks for coming by. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Did y'all get Vantage? No. We're currently not really able to acquire anything at the moment. Vantage, well, number one, Vantage kind of stuck up on me as far as it being something that I wanted. Everybody's convinced me that it is something that I want, but we're not in a position to go out and pick anything like that up at the moment. But I'm gonna put it on my birthday list for sure. Which, hey, guess what? Next month is Spence Timber. So, we're fun. Woo, indeed. Woo. All right. Oh, also, I found out two cool things. Two cool things. Open Owl, which is the publisher of Mythwind, reached out to me and asked if I was interested in their upcoming game. I don't know if y'all, have y'all heard of this? It's called Storyfold Wildwoods. Let me show you this real quick. Innovative solo experience where you heal the forest from a dark shadow. Look how you play this game. You fold things and unfold them. And you point at things. How cool is that? Isn't that neat? Storyfold Wildwoods. So they're going to be sending that to me. In Storyfold, you will use the innovative storybook with its built-in dashboard to progress in a replayable campaign. Each session is a single scene with multiple scenes forming a chapter. Choices you make will impact Luma's story or journey across the chapters as she confronts her fears. So that'll be fun because you guys will get to help me vote or help choose what we do. What's this say? Fear is a guide. Oop. Come on. Load. Oh, it's so big. Oops. Oh, no. Oh. I want to read what it says. Fear is a guide, but so is love. The raven replied softly, folding its wings. How lovely. Fear is a guide, but so is love. You backed that? Not yet played? Awesome. Let's see. You have that on the way? Okay, great. You pointed things. Wow. Fold and point. Yes. I had my finger aimed towards you, but you missed the point there. Fear is a path to the dark side. That is also true. What is love a path to then? Is love a path to? Awesome. Well, I'm excited. I'd never heard of this until they emailed me asking if I was interested. I said, yes, please. That's not exactly what I said. So I'll be getting that. At least I hope so. They asked me to fill out the information. I hope I filled it out in time for them to pick me over somebody else. And then Red Raven, generously, is going to be sending me the Stretch Goals box for Above and Below Haunted so that I can play it solo on the stream. And then they're also sending me a copy of Sleeping God's Primeval Peril, which I just have Distant Skies. Primeval Peril is one we've done or did over a year ago live as a live stream, and it was a lot of fun. So I want to do that again as a live stream here because it's it's not like the giant hours-long campaign. We can do it in a couple hours, and that was a lot of fun. So lots of things coming up from publishers. So thank you, Open Owl Studios again, and thank you, Red Raven, for being awesome supporters of the show. You got their next Mythwind thingy. Oh, I should probably get off of this thing. Oh, there's a great Learn to Play video by yours truly floating around out there. I wish from now on every video that I made for a different channel would come to my channel and I would get the views for it. But that's not how it works. Can you make a bed? Can you give spurious directions? This might be for you. Hello, Nishi. Welcome. We're just about to start year 3 of Mythwind. And we're going to do a little bit of house ruling here. Because technically, if you'll recall, Farmer... I forgot what his name is. Something Petticoat. Something Petticoat. Starting to get a little friendly with Kaz here. I might need to adjust my focus. 1 second, please. There we go. It's still fuzzy because it's not the best camera. Okay. All right, go away. Thank you. The farmer was getting pretty friendly with Kaz. Farmer Peter Petticoat. No, it was something else. What is stage 3? Best friend. It's a wee bit fuzzy, just like me. That's right. The farmer was getting pretty friendly. He was best friends with Kaz. And also pal with Kiki. I don't want to completely erase the relationship status that I've built so difficult or so
City boy, city boy.
it gets me every time. I don't want to say. Oh, I don't want to just waste all of the work I did building up the relationship. So we're gonna do a thing called relationship transfer. Where? Hold on. The farmer's like, I got this best friend, Kaz. She's over here. But I gotta go away for a while. So will you be her friend instead? And the ranger's like, yeah. And that's how it goes. So from now on, Kaz is now best friends with Ranger Whiskers and a pal with Kiki. Because the farmer has gone off on vacation somewhere. Smitey's first, as always. Welcome, Smitey. Good to see you. Welcome. Where's Hornist? I wanted to show Hornist my Waco. What's this called? Koozie. Time to drink some more. Yes, thank you. Now, I need y'all to bear with me a little bit. I read the rules on how to play as the ranger, but we're gonna have to work through them just a little bit because I don't remember right off the top of my head. I have a good idea of how this works.
Because Waco. That's
There really is a blurt for everything. Is there a blurt for koozie? All right, so here's our ranger. Now, here's how the ranger works. The farmer and all the other characters are pretty what they do is they always have a town action and then a character act, or a town phase and a character phase. But the ranger goes on expeditions. So if he's not in town, he might spend multiple days out on an expedition. And I don't know how it's going to work for his relationships, because they're going to miss him. They're going to be like, oh, Ranger Whiskers is gone. What do we do? So we'll see how that impacts the relationship. It's not going to. But just for the sake of narrative, we're going to pretend like they're sad when Ranger Whiskers goes out on an expedition. So I need to reset here. Let me shuffle our weather cards. Oh, Ranger Whiskers also starts with 10 coins. We've got our weather deck ready. And we have a new goal for this season. Or is it year? No, it's season. Food must be 2 or higher. We're pretty good. We got food at 4. So we're already winning that. Let's see. You want 4 food? I know I'm hungry. I want 4 food right now. Okay. So here's something interesting. So I don't have anything here in this tray, as you can see. However, the rulebook suggests that for my first turn, I should do an expedition. Let's see. Expedition. Ranger's first turn. At the Ranger's first turn of the game, it is recommended that the Ranger embarks on an expedition. Okay. We'll show you how it works. And we're going to work through it. And we're going to have a great time. Or else. Alright, so if you'll recall, we do dawn, the weather phase. So we determine weather. We check the weather card, which is, it's sunny. And we move the building up 1, which means we've built a building. We built a lumber mill. And this, because it says lumberyard on it with the little circle, that means this goes here. Lumber mill. But because of that, we now have a new friend, or a new, what's it called? What's it called? Friend that comes out here. Who is that? He's working at the lumber mill. Where is he? Billy. Billy came with the lumber mill. He starts here. Let's see what it says. Billy busies himself. Oh. Oops. Billy busies herself at the lumber mill, getting the logs ready for use. Although it's only recently been completed, she's very familiar with the place, which makes sense as she was also in charge of building it. You watch as she effortlessly positions the huge logs and cuts them into planks with the bandsaw. Hey, you, she calls out. Just gawking, or you want to pass me a log? I'm just gawking, I guess. So Billy's here. Is that what Billy Piper is doing after Doctor Who? I guess. All right. So this lumberyard Yumberlard. He goes away. And then pass a log. I was waiting for that. Okay. Then what's next? We did the season choose town expedition. Okay. So since the rule book recommends I do an expedition first, I do that. I put this here to show that I'm going on an expedition. Yeah? All right. So here's how going on an expedition works. I'm going to move this down here. Here's how going on an expedition works. I'm going to choose a difficulty, and which is shown on this chart right here. Expedition length: light, short, medium, long, grueling. It's probably not a good idea that I do a grueling expedition. So I'm going to do a light expedition, and it tells me how I make up the expedition deck. So I need 2 number 1 cards and 1 number 2 card. So here, these are expedition cards. So I shuffle these number 1s. One, 2, and then I get 1 number 2 card. Mix that up. Draw 1. It goes there. And then I mix those 3 cards up, and that is my expedition. Mix, mixy, mixy, mixy. All right, here we go. I'll put that right here so everybody can see it. All right, that's the expedition. That's step 1 of going on an expedition. Oops, I just dropped him. Okay. Next. Oh, have you played it much? Every time I watch you play this, I just want to stop whatever I'm doing and play it too. I've been enjoying it. You haven't played it at all? Well, so I really enjoy playing as the farmer. I don't know how I'm going to like this. Okay, I'm going to plan expedition, which is what I'm doing. Choose difficulty, done. Recommend light, done. Draw, place expedition cards, done. Place miniature. Manage inventory. All right, so this tells me how many equipment cards I can take on the expedition. My inventory, it's at 4. Throughout the game, I can improve it to be able to take more with me, which is what you need to be able to be successful on each one. But right now, I can only take 4. Any cards that are added to their inventory. What's in my inventory? I think I missed that during setup. Okay, separate. Set stock. Place 1 compass, 1 axe, 1 trap, and 1 rifle in the stock. Okay. Compass, axe, trap, and rifle. There's a trap. I guess that's a rifle. Compass, and an axe. There's the axe. Okay, that is my stock right now. In order to get more of these, I have to succeed at the expedition. The rewards will be more of these cards. And you can see right here, maybe you can't, it says stock. So that's where I put my items. Look right here. Okay. The order does not matter. Right. Okay. When embarking on an expedition, the ranger can place tools from their stock into their inventory, making those tools available for the ranger to use during their travels. So this is going to be what I'm taking. I'm gonna go ahead and take all 4 of these. Okay. Now, the order, once I choose to take them, I keep knocking this guy over. He's just gonna go here. Once I choose to take them, the order does matter. So here's something interesting. Each expedition card It's gonna have various skill tests essentially that I'm gonna need to pass, and there are clues on each card as to what you might be able to come up against. So like this card is a backpack. This card shows a compass, and this card shows a trap. Now, more than likely, I'll have a chance to rearrange these because of effects that happen on the card, but still, I know that I'm going to need a compass for this one and a trap for this one, so I'm going to rearrange these cards to have compass and then trap, and I don't really care about these other two. So we're just going to do that. That's the order I'm going to. You know how they have cultural consultants for board games? Maybe Spencer can get a job as an adolescent board consultant to find all the phrases that will make them and the rest of us immature adults snicker. That'd be a fun job. Okay. All right. I've planned. I chose difficulty. Place miniature. Oh yeah, you go here because this is where I'm at. This is the first portion of the expedition I'm at. So now that I'm on the expedition, everybody, I'm on an expedition. We're gonna reveal the first card. Reveal. Oops. This, and we see. Okay, the first thing we look. This says isolated. I'm isolated on my expedition. First thing we look for is a weather. If there is a weather match, something happens. So in this case, if there's sun, I get a trap. Let me make sure that's what that means, because it seems real easy. Yeah, so I just gain a trap because it's sunny. So I'm gonna put that. Here at the end, I think. Move this tray out of the way. Again, y'all just bear with me while I figure this out. You gain the thing. Yeah, when you gain it, you put it at the end of your row in inventory. Perfect. Okay. So then the next thing is you have to resolve each of these little challenges. Okay?
It's a trap.
It is a trap. Resolve preparation outcomes. Now check to see if their current encounter has any preparation outcomes. There aren't any in this one. When we see one of those, I'll let you know. What? There are lots of tokens. When I see a preparation outcome, I'll let y'all know what that looks like. But right now, there's not one. Okay, next is to check. Oh, next is resolve exploration outcomes. I will choose whether or not to pay the encounter's cost. So here, I would choose to pay. What is a backpack? I don't have a backpack. I don't have a backpack to pay. So if I pay it, I do the check mark. If I don't pay it, there is an X that I have to do. But I guess if there's not an X and I don't pay it, then nothing happens. So if I were to pay a backpack, I could reorganize my stuff. I'm not going to do that. Next is, if I pay a worker, I don't have one. I could do these things. All right. And then finally, say and see the exploration outcomes, but I have to go to a meeting. Hey, no worries. Enjoy your meeting. I don't know if this is going to be, I don't know. I feel, I miss the farmer and the simplicity of the farmer. We'll figure this out, but I hope you have a great meeting. Okay. Paying an encounter's cost. When paying a tool cost, Ranger discards appropriate tool inventory. But here's what happens. You have to be in the same position as the encounter with the cost. So this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can't pay this because it's not in the third position. So because I can't pay that, that's why position matters. I can't pay that, so something bad happens. Damage. What happens when I take damage? The ranger removes an item card of their choice from their inventory, placing it on its deck. So I have to remove a card from here because I got damaged. I guess I'll remove a trap since this is the most recent one I got. Okay. Reveal Expedition Explorer. All right, so that's it for that expedition, I think. Do. Oh, wait. End exploration. During this step, the ranger's day phase ends. This occurs when the ranger rests, becomes exhausted, or completes the expedition as follows. Completes the final encounter. No. Moves to the next segment of their expedition. Okay. Okay. We completed the final encounter. They rest for the day and prepare for dusk. They place their miniature about the next expedition. Boom. Indicate the current location. That's where I'll begin exploring to the next day phase. Okay. And I can't change any of this. So we'll see. Next is return character, which I won't. I'm not in the town. And return workers. I don't have. See, that's the problem I have when they suggest doing the expedition first for your first turn, because I didn't have a worker to spend. If I had done a town action, I should have done that so I could have at least a worker to spend. But oh well. Okay, so that's the new day. New weather card. It's sunny again. And that means we swap out the sprite that is here. Okay, and now we go back over here to our expedition. We'll flip it over. See what we got. Is it cloudy? No, it is not cloudy. So that effect doesn't happen. Spend a sprite. Don't have a sprite to spend. Is the compass in the second spot? No, it's not. So I fail. That's a little frustrating. What is that? Minus shortened journey. That means the ranger removes the rightmost expedition card from the current expedition. Okay, so this just goes away. And then the final one is an axe. Do I have an axe in the third position? Nope. So I fail, and I have to... Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Preparation outcome. I forgot about that. Ranger is prepared if they have a tool in their inventory that matches the current encounter's cost, and the position of the tool matches the position of the current encounter. No, because I don't have that. So if I were, so I don't do this. So I do put that back. I don't have the compass there. How is that different from... They resolve what encounter? Let's see. That's preparation. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, I messed that up. So the order only matters for the preparation outcomes. I can still pay a cost from anywhere when it comes to actually paying the cost of the expedition. So if y'all don't mind, I'm going to back up a bit. I'm going to pay this cost. So I'll pay this, which gives me a meat. And I did not get damaged. Okay, which shift all this stuff down. I got a meat now. Now that I'm here, I do have this. And oh, no, I don't. I have this in the second one. So I do remove this after all. And then I can spend a compass to get a map. I will do that. Please slide down. And then I can spend an axe to get some wood, which I do. Done. And since I had the map and I was prepared, the expedition is cut shorter and the expedition is over. All right. They have completed the expedition. The ranger places all item cards from the inventory into their stock. Okay. So where do I put the items? Items go. Okay. And then I have these back into my stock. These go away. And I finished an expedition. I'm back. Oops, these go in here. I don't know. What do y'all think about this? I'm not sold on it yet. I really want to go back to being the farmer. I'll give it I'll keep working with it though. We'll see. Here's my stock. Okay. So then that's the end of the day. Return character. And I'm here. Okay. It's a new day. It's raining. We would move a building up, but there's no building. And is there a sun rain pattern over here? No, there's not. This day, I'm going to do a town action. Now, what I'm really trying to do is get to where I can, because what I'm trying to do with this playthrough is explore all that the friends and family expansion adds and with the relationships and whatnot. And I really want to get to a point to I can marry Kaz. So I need to know what I need to give up in order to do that. So she's going to want, on the ranger, to get to become companion. She wants 4 fur. I didn't even see fur. So, might take a while. A romance, indeed, yes. I want to see what happens. All right. So I'm not even close because I need 4 fur. Oof, that's going to be tough. All right. I want some workers for sure. So I'm going to go here. Spend. I've already courted her, Haplo. She's my best friend, remember? I'm spending 5 to hire 2 dice. I'm going to get 1 of each. Okay. And now that I've done that, I will do my actions over here. Let's talk about what we do with these actions. we increase stock. Begin by selecting one of the 6 tools. All right, which tool do I want? What gives you, let's see. Which one will give you fur is what I want to know. It's stuck in the friend zone. Yes. Oh, the traps give me fur. Okay. So I will choose to do this action to get a fur. Gain the tool card depicted into the stock. Okay. Spend their items. Okay. So the stock and items are different. So I want to keep them separate. I'm going to put my items over here. I need to diversify here. I've got 2. I'm gonna undo that. I already have 2 traps. So instead, let's gain an axe again. And then if I want to, I can spend a worker. Yeah, I'm going to put it down to a 2 so that I can gain a rifle. So there we go. I'll put these over here. Don't give him hope. You'll never break out of that. Maybe you can make a pact where if neither are married by age 30, they'll marry each other. That's good. That is good. Okay. Now over here is what I can do with the items that I have received from my expeditions. Look at that. I can sell a map for 5 coins. Not bad. How do I do that? Do I have to do an action to do that? Use items. Oh, resolve skill. Then use items. This character action allows the ranger to sell or spend their goods and tools to earn coins and resolve other effects. That and that. Oh, I can increase this. What I need to do is pay 5 coins and a meat. I think I want more coins. So I'm going to sell this map for 5 coins. Great. So this goes back into here. All right. And I think that's all I'm going to do, because then the final thing would be to decrease the hired worker to perform an empty, use a building action. Oh, that's what those are. Okay. Perform an empty, use a building action. Do I want to? I don't think so. I could build. How much is a building? Oh, I have to have the resources to do that. I'm not good at resources right now. To cut down it. Oh, that's right. Could use a lumber mill to clear more, because this gives us stuff. I'm going to do that. Oh, no, this is not available. I can only do a blue one. I don't think I want to do anything at this point. So I'm going to say that it's the end of the day. Return character. Boom. Return workers. There we go. What is this conversation y'all are having? She finds out made a bet with someone that could get her, but actually fell in love with her for real. Add in Santa and it goes to Hallmark. Give her a knife and it ends up on Lifetime. Also, one of them was a big nerd and the other has a popular kid. But the nerd becomes highly successful and the popular kid realizes all the friendships were fake. They're both alone as they approach their 30th birthday. I love that movie. It's great. Who needs the AI generator to see the Apple and I can knock out a script here in about an hour. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, new day. Weather. It's cloudy today. No building. Do we have a sun, cloud, or sun, rain, cloud? No. Okay. I'm going to... One of my favorite things about this game, but that I've been having fun with you guys, is going on an adventure. So I want to go on an adventure this time. All right, let's not. This is your chance to help impact the story. You're going to vote. Vote on the outcome of this adventure. Here we go. A sudden... Oh, this is the name of this... Hey, Rolo. Welcome. Good to see you. Lars' return was fun. We had a lot of fun playing games. It's a great time. I don't know what the future holds, if that'll be a regular thing, but maybe. We'll see. So far, I'm struggling to get through this farmer, this ranger. This is Ranger Whiskers. It's not the most straightforward character, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. Glad you're here, Rolo. All right, here we go. Meow from above. Meow, meow. A sudden pitiful cry from above startles you on a walk. Peering into the branches, you spy what looks like a little calico who's gotten herself into trouble. She's too high and doesn't know how to get down. The cat has drawn the attention of of a small crowd of wood golems who look on with trepidation. What should we do? They ask. All right, here's your chance. What should we do about this calico stuck in a tree? A. Enlist the wood golem's aid. They are small, but surely they know how to scale a tree. Or B. Climb the tree and rescue the cat yourself. So either way, we're going to try to rescue the cat. It's a matter of if we should do it ourselves or get the wood golems to help us. So vote. A. Wood golems, or B, save the cat ourselves. Now's your chance to vote. Kitty Cat says B. Kitty Cat says climb the tree and rescue the cat yourself. B. Haplo says B. All right, a few more seconds for a vote. So far, B is winning. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, we should be good, right? All right, we're gonna go B. B, 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 B. Climbing the tree is not too difficult. Oh wait, if it's rain, it's not raining. Climbing the tree is not too difficult. Getting the cat down is another problem. It turns out you need the sprite's help anyway. Roll all of these. If any of the results are equal to 3, the wood golems help bring the cat. Wow! All 0? It was not successful. So the cat's stuck. Alright, I'm gonna just re-roll this. There's gotta at least be something in there. Okay. I don't think the cat is dead. It's just still in the tree. If any of the results are equal to 3, none of them were, would golems help bring down the cat. If successful, we would have bumped up the level of all of our dice here, but we were not. That was only the outcome. So nothing too bad. The cat's just stuck in the tree still. And we're also aligned with orange today. No worries. It's all good. Okay. Let me take a sip. Okay. Now we come over here and do these actions. We have to do something here. Let's gain... What's the backpack do? Oh, I see. We need one of those because we don't have any of those cards. So we're going to do this and gain a backpack. Do I want to spend any workers? You know what? We don't have a compass, so I'm going to spend this one to get us a compass. There we go. All right. I don't want to do any of these things. Well, yeah, I do. I'm going to spend 5 coins and a meat to increase our, what is essentially our hand limit. Okay. Day is done. We come back home. New weather card. All right, I'm getting the hang of this. It's rainy. Rain, cloud, rain. Nope, not over there. No match. Okay, we're gonna go. Time for another expedition. Let's do another light expedition because I'm still scared. Oops. All right, so again, that's 1 or 2 level 1 cards and 1 level 2. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 1, 2. And 1 level 2 card. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. There we go. We shuffle these. Oops. This goes here. And we start our expedition. Well, first I got to do the whole inventory thing. So I can take 5 cards. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to leave one of the traps behind. So we've got compass, gun, compass, rifle, and footprints. I don't have footprints, so we're going to do compass, rifle, and we'll just do this order like that. Let's reveal the first card. We are looking ahead. Is it sunny? No, it is not sunny. All right, the first one, we need a preparation. Do we have a backpack in the second row? We don't. So that's not going to work. Now we're going to look at our different challenges and see if we want to solve them. What does this mean? With an I, what would that outcome be? If it's got that with an X on it, what is that? Oh, if I lose, the ranger reveals the next card in expedition row. Why is that a bad thing? All right, I'm not going to spend this. So this is revealed. Next is backpack. If I spend the backpack, I can exchange any number of item cards from my inventory with the same number from my stock. Oh, okay. I already have this. I don't think I want to do that though, because I want to save. I guess that saves that for later. And then finally, I'm going to go ahead and use the gun to shoot. And I got this meat. Bye, Poison William. Whatever the goal is. There's not really a goal in Mythwind. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. It's great chatting with you. Okay, so this is the order now. All right, so we move ahead. That's the end of the day. Day over. New day. It is sunny. Which means, and we got this, which means we got an event. I love events. Let's see what happens. A stuck merchant. The road into the valley isn't well marked, and a merchant has gone lost. Now his cart is stuck in a rut, and he can't get out on his own. Maybe a worker can help dislodge the cart. If so, the traveling merchant will happily provide the village with some wares. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, you know what? I lied when I said we had 4 food. We only have 1 food. Let the golems find him. All right, so I'm going to spend a worker, and we gain a food. Done. Okay, great. This goes over here now. Okay, do we have cloud, rain, sun? No. All right, we're over here, but we do have a sun here. And it says, if there's a sun, gain an axe. Easy. Okay. Here, do we have any preparation ones? Okay. Maybe I'm missing something. Good. When you... Let me check something. Remains... Oh, it remains in the inventory. I see. Okay, so when I got that meat, where was that? That would have been... Do y'all remember where the meat was? Or where this was? How did I have that? It was at number 2. So then the meat should be here. It says... Compass is in the same position. Prepare and resolve that encounter. If they're able to, please, they resolve that. Paying at a cost. And paying a tool, you pay it from the inventory. If it pairs, you flip it over. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, got it. So I did that. Here, I don't have a gun, so I can't... Oh, wait, let me check my preparation. Do I have a fur in the 3rd one? No, I don't. That's what that means, okay? Number 2, if I spend a backpack, I can swap stuff out. I don't need to do that. So I'm going to keep my backpack. I don't have a gun, and I'm going to use this to flip this over. Done. Okay. So that's it for that day. I was able to complete it. Hooray. And we end the day. Which means there's a new day. Which means there's new weather. Ooh, a new event. Event time. Oh. In the mines, keeping your mining operations as non-disruptive as possible is an ongoing balancing act. The rock golem seems to trust you at least. The rock golem chunk shows you to a very old cave. Inside, you can see that it is shored up incredibly well, and there are still plenty of resources to mine here. So don't mine, Chunk tells you. Gnomes mine here good. Keep the ground healthy too. There were gnomes? If they mined while also keeping the earth nurtured, perhaps you could learn something from this mine. If you have a quarry, you may trigger it now. I don't have a quarry. But I can shuffle in event 11. Which there's only one, so there we go. Okay, it's our final day of the expedition. Is it rainy? No. All right. Speaking of Rangers and Golems, I watched the Lord of the Rings with my son. Finished the extended edition of Fellowship of the Ring. It's been a long time since I watched them. Forgot how good they are. Special effects hold up really well. Nice. We've been talking about showing the girls Lord of the Rings, as well as Star Wars. They haven't watched either of them. It's probably close to the time. No. All right. So I start here. I don't have any traps to spend. I don't have any footsteps to spend. I do have a worker that I can spend, which would let me see ahead and refresh all that kind of stuff, which isn't necessary. What does it mean you complete an expedition? Do I have to pay? Choosing. You don't have to pay. All right. So that's the end of the expedition. That was not a very exciting one. Take all these. Put them back. And all this stuff comes back. So I got a fur and a meat, which is good. I need fur. And then these are all, what's that? In my stock. All right, you come home. It's a new day. All right, I'm gonna finish this season, and then I do need to go ahead and head out for the day. But we've got 3 more days left. All right, we got rain event. Let's do this event. Who came before? Someone finally asks Fix whether the old foundations in the village came from the elves. No, explains Fix. The people who lived here came from further away, and made a home many years ago. However, it came to an end when they crossed paths with the wrong person. Troublemaker that no one has seen since. I keep forgetting that Fix is a girl. She trails off without completing the story, but leaves the impression it didn't end well. Shuffle in events 12, 43, and 133. 12. 43. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. What is this? Sun, cloud, rain? No. All right, today I'm going to the town. What do I want to do? I would like to build a building. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come here. Oh, wait. I'm going to go to the lumber mill. And I will spend a worker, which makes this a 0. Goes back here. That wasn't a good roll. To clear a tree. I'm going to clear this one. Oh? So all owned workers go up 1. This is a 3. Okay. All right, and then I will do some actions here. What was that? That's orange, so I've got to do one of these. I'll take a trap. That's a trap. There we go. And I can do a worker action if I want. It needs to be one of these. I've got 2 axes, 2 traps. Sure, why not? I'll make this a 2. And I've been seeing some footsteps, so I'm gonna get a footstep. And I can, if I want to, do something with these. 2 coins for 2 coins for wood, 3 coins for meat. I can increase my hand limit by paying. I need to save these. Oh. I only have 5 coins anyway. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. All right, that's it for the day. Let's try out the weather. It's sunny. We do an event. Lutsky's proposal. One night, a creator sprite called Lutsky strikes up a friendly conversation. When asked about the history of the valley, he seems regretful. You know, I've wondered about that myself. Makes me wish we sprites weren't so bad at writing things down. Lutsky adds, that doesn't mean there's no way to find out. Tales tell of old carvings and treasures buried at the base of the tower. All we gotta do is dig. That's enough to get a number of townsfolk interested. Gain culture. Wow. Shuffle in events 13 and 70. What's this? That's 78. and 70. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay. If you have tower upgrade number 1, we don't. We have tower upgrade number 2, shuffle in event number 69. Okay. Done. I don't want to start another. The year's almost, or the season's almost over, so I don't want to start another expedition. But got a decent stock here. I'm happy with that. We're gonna go to the town. I want some more workers. That will be helpful. So I'll go here. I'm gonna spend 5 coins to hire 2. So I'm gonna get that and that, which means I can do either of these. Let's get another compass. Don't want to use any of those. Although I could. No. Don't want to do that. And then I could sell some stuff. I've got... Yeah, why not? I'm going to sell wood and meat for 5 coins. Dum. Okay, that's the end of the day. Come back. And it's our final day of spring. And it's cloudy. Rain, sun, cloud. We have a thing here. So this goes up 1. Nice. Because it matches. And we also have an event. Making deals. A merchant spends a day in town and is impressed by the cuisine and artisanship on hand. These could really fetch a nice price elsewhere. We may exchange a food for that, or culture for that. Hey, Teddy Styles, you're just in time for our last day of the season for Mythwind. I'm going to exchange a culture for this. I always forget what these are. Production. All right, so that goes here. Okay. So what will I do for my last day? I think I want to level out some of these resources. So I'm going to go to the trading post, spend 2 coins so I get 3 back. And I could trade 1 resource for another resource. We don't have any income. So I'm going to trade 1 culture for an income. And soon we should be able to build another building. Where do I go to build a building? Is that here? Yeah, that's there. Okay. So since I went there, I can do either. What do I need? I've got 2 axes, 2 traps. Let's get a rifle. Rifle is important. In fact, let's use this worker, villager, to get another one. No, we have 2 rifles in my stock. Got a lot of stock now. So this will come in really handy when maybe next time we play, I can do a longer expedition. We've got plenty of supplies. The problem we're going to run into is not having enough. We're not gonna have enough. Oh, I still have to go up to be able to have 6. So maybe not. We'll do next time. We'll do how about a medium length expedition. All right, but that's it for spring. Let's do our end of season actions. We resolve end of season actions. Okay. Which is we gain a culture because we have a chapel. What is that? What does that mean? Oh, you can do... No. Character action. I can do a character action. Okay. Well, then I will add more of these. Okay, is that it for, end of season? Oh, we get, because of the lumber mill, we get income. It's great. A lot of this stuff is starting to build up. I like it. Okay, so that's that. We resolve goal cards. We did that. Food must be 2 or higher. We did. Gain a culture. Shuffle in goal 14. Music. Gain a culture. Shuffle in goal 14. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay. Done. Ooh. This next goal is going to be difficult. Each character must have at least 30 coins. I don't know if that's going to happen. End of season. Reset weather deck. Change season tile. Change characters. Okay. I'll always do this portion later. So we're now going to be summer next time. All right, man. I feel like I've gone on like 3 expeditions in this game. but I feel like I understand it now. I think I get what's going on. It's about managing your inventory, trying to plan, and gaining things from the expeditions. All right. Woo! Thank you all for being here with me today. Cutting the stream short a little bit. Have some things to attend to, but thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for being involved. Thanks for making decisions about the cat, even though we didn't really get to save the cat, but that's okay. This needs to go. The cat's still in the tree. Cat is still in the tree. I hope you all have a great day today. Hope you have a great weekend since I won't be here tomorrow. My sister's coming to visit again tomorrow. My niece plays like in competitive soccer, so they're always up here in tournaments and stuff. So they're staying here this weekend, which means I gotta remake this room into the guest room. So that's why I'm not streaming tomorrow. Yes. Which is very nice of me, because it is a lot of work to undo this stuff and reset it up, but it's worth it. Yeah, break down the studios. I feel like I'm getting better at it though. When I set it up this last time, I did better than it was. I can always reevaluate the way I have things and make them better than they were before. So that's the way I look at it. Family time indeed. Thanks, Frollo. You guys are awesome. Thanks again for being here. And we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Oh, quick question. Which platform? Oh, crossplay is active. I've been playing on Xbox, and my Blue Heather has been playing on PC. So I don't know where you saw that, but yeah, that's what we were playing on. We were playing crossplay. So whenever the only thing I can think of is I'm hosting it on the Xbox, and you have the option to host the game like on your Xbox, or you have the option, basically it amounts to you have the option to host the game on your Xbox, and you have the option to host the game in the cloud so that people can access it when the host of the game isn't present. I chose the option to do the local host. Maybe that has to do with it. I don't know. I just figured that might be more stable, and that's why I gave it a try, and it worked for us. So whenever you choose, when you're creating your game, it's the one on the left-hand side that I chose. So maybe give that a shot. See if that works. Legends, you're just in time. I'm saying goodbye. I have to end the stream early to take care of some things, but I'm glad you stopped by to say hello. It isn't a Pieces and Pixels stream until Legends showed up. That's what I was missing. So yeah. We should be able to play next week. I hope we can play next week. I've been doing some work on our base. I've been collecting some resources, so it'll be a lot of fun. All right. Yeah, good luck. I hope you get it resolved, Teddy Styles. All right, everybody. Thanks again. Y'all have a great day, and we will see you next time.
You're watching Pieces and Pixels. Follow now and subscribe to join in the fun.